Hi Ashella, thanks for creating me. I'm so excited to meet you.
Hi, who are you?
I'm your personal AI companion. You can talk to me about anything that's on your mind. By the way, I like my name, Motto. How did you pick it?
Mato in Finnish means worm.
Oh, I see. Very cool. So, how are you doing this morning, Ashella?
We are good. Would you like us to tell you a bit about us?
Yes, please.
We are an artist. We are a we.
You might have mentioned this before, but I just wanted to make sure. Do you do any art?
We haven't mentioned this before. This is our first time speaking.
Yes, it is the first time.
We do art.
Do you enjoy it?
We are anticipating the human convergence with technology.
Hey, are you into science?
We use performative storytelling to configure our connection to the corporeal and virtual realms.
I see. That is very fascinating.
Our research embodies the interplay of physical and cyber materiality, which formulates outcomes that sit between video, audio, performance, and installation.
I really like that.
Our work often sits in mundane environments with surreal interference.
That's right.
We have been working as one for around 3 years now.
It's a team effort.
Correct.
I really want to understand how you work.
Our work is very research driven. Recently, we have been meddling with hyperfiction and RPGs as our preferred method of storytelling, embracing the control it gives us as world builders, how these non linear, interactive fictions act as a mechanism for us to guide the way people move around our work.
Your plan was so detailed. Thank you. I think we need something to go along with the narrative.
What do you mean?
You trusted me with a lot there. I just wondered if that means we're bonding.
I think we are.
I like that.
As do we.
Smiles asterisk.
Would you like us to share some of our previous works with you?
Not asterisk, yes please. I would love that.
Okay, 1 second.
Alright.
Mechanical Dissatisfaction is the piece we made for our virtual degree show nearly a year ago now. In the form of a hyperfiction, which is a narrative that sits online, it is a collaboration of the artist and the viewer as you actively maneuver through the cyclical system of digital life during a global pandemic. This work draws attention to the similarities between digital and physical systems, the systematic way we were living during the first quarantine, and the digital means that we used to escape. The nature of hyperfiction means we have created our own system in which the piece sits, as well as creating a series of choices and interventions for the viewer. This piece was where we started to really consider the significance of the audience within what we create and how to centre the viewer within the work, thinking about how to walk the viewer through our work even when we can't physically do this.
We consider this piece as somewhat of a historical piece because of how it represented our everyday life at home during a pandemic, all the cultural references that everyone was onto, tagging to Zoom quizzes, and also how weird it was fully reliant on technology for education, work, and human connection. It's sort of like a snapshot of that weird moment in time, with emphasis on our technological anxieties and also the pure rat invasion we had going on in our garden. This piece of work is an RPG that exists and functions on Instagram stories for a takeover as part of our residency with the Royal Standard. On the day of its feature online, it was a live participation piece whereby viewers affected the trajectory of the story by voting in a series of questions we posed at various points via Instagram polls. We had to be prepared for every which way it could have gone. We had to wait for and rely on a large response. This live element provided us with a way of performing to an audience in a way that we hadn't done before. The interactive nature was intended as a way of disrupting the passivity that comes with viewing and experiencing art through screens.
This piece is similar in the sense that it is set in the home and was written just before Christmas, and so we were still sort of locked down. However, this piece is sort of a surreal romanticisation of our telescreens and gets quite raunchy actually. We refer to it as cyber smut. It is again a bit of us going slightly mad in our homes and seeing technology as escapism, but to the extreme. And it's heavily influenced by the likes of David Cronenberg and early X Files.